Greetings and welcome to the Thursday morning Vodkast podcast. It's too early for your shit this morning. Stop the music. I didn't mean to be making fun of somebody there. I was pretending like I was collapsing and getting sick. And I remembered Donald Trump doing that, shaky thing on stage. And that was not my intentions whatsoever. I was just pretending that I was frail and weak. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm here this morning. I haven't been here a lot this week. Not only because I've been incredibly busy, but also due to the fact that I haven't been feeling so great. I've had some horrible headaches this week. I have one this morning right now. But the problem is I've taken so many pills over the course of so many days that now my stomach yesterday started hurting. So I'm trying to spread out when I can take it. Allevia's the only thing that helps. Maybe there's something else you recommend. I would gladly try it, but it's hard to try something when you have a headache, because when you have a headache, you want immediate gratification from whatever it is you're consuming to remove this malady. Nonetheless, I just kind of wanted to stop in this morning and say that, because I still am not feeling very great this morning. But something stood out to me yesterday that I thought was really interesting, mind-blowing, if you will. It was the theory that the Big Bang was actually the end of another universe and the beginning of this one. And my mind, I know this sounds like, dude, man, far out. But that's exactly how I felt yesterday when I heard that. I was just like, I've never thought of that. I've never heard of that. I've heard of the bounce theory, where our universe is an elastic that kind of, boom, boom, kind of like an elastic. Here's an elastic. I'll show you. Kind of like, so here's it beginning, and then the bang happens. Bang. Oh no, not like that. I guess kind of like that. This is awful. I'm not a fucking scientist, all right? But that's basically the bounce theory. There you go. Science, bitches. God, I'm sorry. I wish I knew more than I did. And I probably shouldn't talk about as much as I think I know when I don't really know as much as I think I do. I sound like a hobbit now. You know what I'm trying to say. Anywho, I also wanted to apologize because I said I was going to do the Toe of Satan this week one way or another. And I would love to, but I am in no condition right now to do the Toe of Satan. I don't need any more pain in my life at the moment. And as soon as this pain goes away, the Toe of Satan's going in here for at least 5 minutes, because that's a challenge. And I'll probably fail the challenge, but I'll give it a whirl. I'll give it the old college try, as they used to say. Man, even talking right now, I can feel the sides of my head. Like, I can feel them. I can't explain it any other way. It's a weird thing. So I had half a piece of toast and half a butterscotch pudding this morning, because I was afraid if I ate anything too harsh, it might hurt my tummy. Here's my book recommendation for the month. My good friend Vic Sizemore has put out 2 books. I was fortunate enough, I showed you last week, illustrate one of the covers of his books, which in hindsight, I wish I could go back and take another crack at it, because hindsight's 2020. Anyway, I've been reading his new book. I just finished that one, and I went back and I'm reading the first one again. I'm almost done with that one, and I can't recommend these books more. I mean, it might be a very selfish reason why I recommend them. A, he's my friend, and B, I feel a very spiritual attachment to Vic, because Vic and I had a very similar upbringing. He was from West Virginia, and his dad was a pastor, but a Southern Baptist pastor. And so he had that life, growing up in West Virginia and so on and so forth, and joining the military and going to the war, Desert Storm, as it was called then. And besides the military stuff, but the early upbringing, the household scenario, and knowing what it felt like to have a preacher for a father, as brief as it was. You don't really have a father, you have a preacher. He's on the radio, or he's doing news reports, or he's in his office writing his sermon. And here's my food recommendation if you're vegan. It's the Ultimate Plant-Based Jerky by Gardein. I think this might be a company around here. But if I'm wrong and that's out there, it's pretty good. The taste is fantastic. I won't be eating any jerky today, though. I won't be eating anything spicy today. And that's why I feel so drawn to these books, because Vic's a great guy, and I know what it feels like, or at least the early part of, those experiences. The first book is short stories, a fictional, I think loosely based on stories, or tightly based in some cases on stories that he's been through. The second book is Goodbye, My Tribe, and it's his evangelical exodus from the church and growing into the life he's in now. It's an interesting biographical look into the life of Vic Sizemore, who is quite an interesting character. So I highly recommend checking it out if you're into reading that sort of thing. I just came by to let you know that I haven't been here this week because I haven't been feeling great. And somehow it turned into a ramble of epic proportions. I just wanted to stop by this morning to let you guys know why I haven't been here so much this week, and hopefully next week I'll be feeling better. But I think we had some interesting talks this morning, some enlightening moments. If you guys are loving being enlightened as much as I'm loving making these things, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and hit the little bell icon. It'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile today, and take care of each other out there. I'm Jason Oliver, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of the Vodkast podcast. Take care, and boy howdy.